On April 9th, 2012, my whole world shattered into 1,000 pieces. My entire back was bleeding with carpet burns. It felt like it was on fire. I had contusions all over my body and head. After my boyfriend hurt me, I screamed at him, "I'm leaving. Our relationship is over." But then, he threatened to kill me. I called 911 and requested an ASL interpreter to show up with the police when they arrived. The operator said it wasn't up to me to decide, and they hung up on me. I couldn't believe it. I went outside and waited and cried. Within minutes, police arrived at the scene. Flashing lights blinked everywhere. It was surreal. The first thing they did was go in and talk with my boyfriend, only because he was the hearing person in the relationship. They assessed the situation and decided it was nothing but a fight. They told us to cool off, and they left. I couldn't believe it. I was bewildered. My boyfriend also left, but came back a few hours later. He was drunk, and he bullied me in front of his friends. I went into my room and locked the door, but he broke his way in and began a deathly fight, which left the entire room a terrible mess. I had to keep him distracted from knives left lying in the kitchen. Luckily, the police came back and arrested him on the spot. But they still did not provide an ASL interpreter, which is required by law for effective communication. Also, they called what happened a case of Class A harassment, even though I was obviously bloody and bruised. During the entire ordeal, I had to fight with myself, to keep myself together so that I could handle what was going on without appearing crazy. The next day, I went to the police station. I talked to the front desk by writing and explained that the police report was in error. The police did not have the facts because they had no interpreter when they interviewed me. There was so much missing information. They had not captured my story. They told me there was nothing they could do, but I was desperate. I decided to take off my clothes and show them my bruises. Everybody was shocked, and they urged me to get my clothes back on, and I did. But they took my writing to a senior officer, and they changed the report. What had been harassment was now a Class A violent felony. I endured triggers, PTSD, and general anxiety as I had to deal with the court system. In the end, I filed a lawsuit against the city of Portland. The court directed the city to implement a new policy to protect us deaf people. But it's been 10 years, and it still hasn't happened. I'm a survivor of the police system, the hospital system, and the legal system. These systems continue to this day to oppress the deaf community. They fail us. My name is Philip, and I'm a survivor of domestic violence.